It was people. I'm sitting back watching a particular thing that I like doing, like video games being destroyed by people who either don't understand why people like video games or see it as a means to an end. So recently, because of Sweet Baby Inc., we got a bunch of people who are yelling and screaming about ESG type stuff. Um, they're saying kind of racist stuff. It's to the point where normies are really starting to notice, and I wouldn't call him a normie, but Elon Musk decided to chime in on what some person at Microsoft said about white guys and buying video games. But I don't know. So I saw an article on that Park Place that went into a little bit more depth to a point where they actually had links to the various X posts. So I thought I'd check it out. All right. So here we go. All right. So I will link the article in the description down below. So the article reads, Elon Musk reacts to Xbox's global product marketing manager's objectionable comment. It should not be acceptable for any company in the gaming industry to be racist and sexist against white guys. I have no idea when this particular thing started. It's weird because it was like maybe like 5 or 6 years ago when all this stuff really kicked in. I don't understand its purpose. I don't understand what it's supposed to achieve. Because in reality, the largest sector of people who buy video games are white guys. And so for some reason, all these companies decided to attack a large chunk of their customer base, which makes entirely no sense from a business thing. So the argument usually is this is an ESG thing, DEI and all that stuff. But all these things are stupid because it is not designed to achieve anything, but to cause a lot of tension in between everybody. So it's like every day since this Sweet Baby Inc. thing kicked off. I mean, like it's been going on for a while, and people have been commenting on it for a while. But it's just like kicked into overdrive since the Sweet Baby thing popped off. And then they popped off, and then Black Girl Gaming popped off, and just all these people who really speak for themselves, but have decided that they get to speak for everybody else when nobody asked them to speak on this kind of thing. And it's just like, well, the thing that is interesting is the fact that because all of this is actually happening, then it means that more and more and more people are starting to wake up. Hence the reason why Elon Musk decided to chime in on this when, he's building the spaceships and all that other stuff. And the fact that this became such a viral thing from this silly person who's made a silly comment. All right. So check it out. Elon Musk reacted to Xbox's global product marketing manager, Kelly Lombardi, asking for non-white males to raise their hands if they buy video games. Lombardi posted on X on March 27th, raise your hand if you're not a white man and you buy video games. He added, no hate to white dudes. It's just another day in gaming industry that minorities have to fight to prove they exist. All right. One, I do not require this particular person to speak for me. One, two, I do not lump myself into minority status, like the victim kind of stuff. Like, I fully understand that I am the architect of my own life. So whatever decisions that I made in my life, it has led me to be where I'm at right now. So if I want stuff to change, it is up to me to change it. Usually the stuff like this is done by, and I will give her the benefit of the doubt, is there ignorant people who probably don't actually know any minorities beyond the handful that exist at Xbox. So I'm not sure if the people there have these weird ideas, but it's just, I truly don't understand it. So the only thing I do understand is that in the last decade or so, folks like this have been destroying this thing that I've been doing since I was a little kid. I mean, like in the 80s, Pong, television, Atari, all these things. I went to a school with a variety of type of people going to it. And when you find friends who like video games, there was never an issue about race about that. We just love video games. We love going to the arcade to play that. When you used to go to the arcade, they had all kinds of people there, and you gravitated to whatever particular type of game that you like. And then eventually it turned into consoles and all that stuff. But that none of that stuff really changed. Is we talk crap to each other in person from the arcade. You talk crap when the online stuff kicked in. We talk crap about that, and it was just an industry that was geared to us. It was like a niche. It was a certain group of people who were into this, and then it started to make money. And then, like everything else that makes money, all these outside interests came in, and everyone wants to stick their 2 cents in. And because this industry makes so much money, you got people like this who probably don't really, it's like it's a job. I don't, it's like, given how they trying to separate everybody, I don't think that it's a passion like it is for most of us. So she had a lot of responses to it. Someone named Savvy Artist. It's like, why do you feel the need to phrase a tweet like this? Why can't you just say raise your hand if you like games, or you're aware that the largest demographic of games are Asians? I don't know about that. I guess it really depends on where you're at. So I think in America it's probably still white guys, but I haven't been reading up on my demographic stuff. But this person just decided to go on X and pick a fight. So the post, screen cap by YouTuber Recording, who wrote, "Meet the global head of marketing for Xbox." That was shared by Ashley St. Clair, who wrote, "This is a massive problem and it's widespread throughout the entire gaming industry." So this person right here, and Musk reacted to Ashley St. Clair's post, writing, "It should not be acceptable for any company in the gaming industry to be racist and sexist against white men," which I agree. It's like we have a lot of issues in life, and you should find folks who see the world kind of like you do, and that will give you solace to be able to handle all the stuff that you got to handle in life. And one of those things for a lot of people were his video games. And let's see the replies to his tweet. All right, so Grimace, who's been pushing out a lot of stuff lately. Whenever game execs start with "no hate to white dudes," whenever anybody says anything about how I don't want to be insert whatever, I don't want to be seem like this is not sexist or this is not racist, blah 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 blah. Whatever they're about to say is gonna be like crazy. So Microsoft has been encouraging this. Just announced at CDC studio guidelines that erase white males from gaming and focus on the woke. But this goes back to this stupid ESG stuff where it's not working. For some reason, they still haven't gotten to the it has not gotten to the point where they realize that this stuff is not working. Like, they can't figure out why they're being rejected. It's like, maybe you're not right. If you're getting rejected by a lot of people, maybe at the end of the day you're just not right. So Carl Benjamin, it will be acceptable until there's an appropriate positive moral message asserted that can define itself against woke politics. All right. It's one of those things where this will lead to the rise of the smaller gaming companies. That's what it is. And just like Helldivers, who, as soon as that game got big, a bunch of people started, "Hey, why don't you add all these rainbow flags?" And they're like, "No, this game is about this, and it's gonna stay about this. That's it." No political stuff, no this flag and that flag and all. And as soon as you start doing that, and then everyone is gonna want to think, and it's gonna ruin what it is for the people who are checking it out. So this is not the first time Musk has commented on the happenings in video game industry over the last month. He previously commented on a video game he talked about Sweet Baby Inc. He shared his thoughts. All right. Shared his thoughts after Sweet Baby Inc. employee Chris Kindred attempted to shame Capcom by canceling YouTuber Asmongold. The thing about especially like this dude is, if he would have just shut up, this probably would have went away. So this is the most amazing example of the Streisand effect I have ever seen, because he couldn't be quiet. It's like somebody made a comment, he had to chime in on it. And it just made this go bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger until you got Elon Musk talking about it. All right, so Lopin Baguer, having failed to get a Brazilian guy banned from Steam to make him lose his Steam library, Sweet Baby Inc. is now trying to get a camp. Yeah, I saw all of this. All right, so well, this is kind of crazy though, but it looks like this article is just kind of talking about the going-ons that has been going on for the last month now. Jeez, where this like I said, the Black Gamer Girl group came out and people started they made a similar thing on Reddit that they did for Sweet Baby Inc. because people are rejecting this stuff. It's like I gotta deal with enough stuff. I don't need to be lectured to in the thing that is supposed to be designed for me to relax, and I can't relax because these people just won't stop. It's like, it's bad enough that they will jaw at you and like if you ever meet them, but now they want to get into games and make it jaw at you too. So I'm very glad that people are rejecting this. So, I mean, it's a pretty brief article, and what she said was silly, so much to the point that's why it went viral, because it was a very silly thing. And for some reason, the people think that there aren't racists, which is amazing to me. All right, like I said, I'm gonna leave a link to the article so you can check it out yourself, and you can actually see all the different exchanges back and forth. I just looked at a couple of them, but they all kind of same thing. Most of us are tired of this. So if you agree, that's great. If you don't, that's fine too. Just leave a like, share, and all that fun stuff, and comment below and let me know how you think. All right, later.